Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This video is going to be a new makeup update. I'm going to be telling you how I really feel about products that I did a first impression on. Let's get into it. Let's start with the video that I did on the Essence and Catrice Disney collab that they did for the fall. I believe this is the second collab with Disney that they did in the year, and I do believe that these do really well for them. I think this is like their best collection in the year, and people seem to be really excited about it still. So yeah, I wanted to be pretty quick with telling you what to actually pick up now that they're still available on some different places. And let's start with the eyeshadow palette. I got the 020 Friends Lift Each Other Up eyeshadow palette, and this is the more purpley color story with some mauve tones and some pinky tones as well. In the video that I did, I feel like I was pretty positive about this palette, and I feel like if you pick the right shades, then with this palette you can get a pretty cute look. But there are also a lot of lackluster shades in this palette. There are also a lot of shades in this palette that don't perform well, that are just dusty and not as pigmented, and when you pick the wrong shades you're gonna get a pretty messy look that's just not gonna be very impressive. And my final verdict on the palette is that it's pretty okay. Like, if you like Winnie the Pooh, if you think this is the cutest thing you've ever seen, you can make it work for sure. But it's just not amazing, it's just not great quality, it's just pretty okay. It is something that you really have to work hard on and remember what shade you like to do a look that you actually like. So I wouldn't recommend this unless you really want it to kind of have like merch. That's what this is. The Jungle Book palette that I tried from Catrice early in the year, I liked a lot more than I do this quality. It's just very soft, and yeah, it didn't impress me much. Then something that I did like from this collection is the highlighter beads. So these are the Winnie the Pooh highlighter beads. These are in the shape of little honey pots, very cute. This is a highlighter that is very subtle, but in a very sophisticated, beautiful, beautifying, kind of airbrushed way. It is not blinding in any way, but it just looks very cute on the cheeks, and this whole vibe and style of the packaging, it's just all very cute, and it also works well. I really like this as more of a subtle highlighter. It really works well for that. Then the Winnie the Pooh Soft Glow Bronzer. I got the shade 010, I think it's called Love. And I have to say, I don't really have anything bad to say about this bronzer. It's a pretty good, pretty decent bronzer. I like the way it looked the times that I used it. I used it a couple of times. I quite like it mixed with the gold even. Like, you can see a little bit of that golden glow peek through the bronzer. It is quite nice, but it's not like my new favorite bronzer. I'm not screaming from the rooftops how amazing this is. It's just like a solid bronzer, quite nice, you can't go wrong, but it's also not in my top 5 favorite bronzers or anything like that. Then the lip balms from this collection. I got the Tiggerized lip balm, which is kind of like this mauve shade, and I also got the 020 Wednesday lip balm, which is the pink one. I really liked both of these. The pinky one you have to be a little bit careful with, that you're not wearing it on a day when you have a lot of texture on your lips, really dry lips. If you wear this on very hydrated exfoliated lips, it's gonna be really nice, but otherwise it can emphasize that. I like both of these balms. They feel really nice. I really like the packaging. It feels pretty sturdy, it feels pretty good. This is the old Catrice lipstick packaging. This is what they used to have like 10 years ago. Their lipstick all used to look like this, and I loved it, and I really feels a bit nostalgic to have this back. And yeah, I just really like this. The embossing, the feel on the lips, the look on the lips, they're just very nicely pigmented, nice and glowy lip balms that are just also very hydrating. I really like these. Then I believe this is the last thing I got from the Winnie the Pooh collection. This is the duo with the lip mask and the lip scrub. These are just really nice products. Like, they work well, they're nice, they're hydrating. I'm a little sad that this is something you can go through pretty quickly and then you can really repurchase it if the collection is already sold out. It's limited edition, but for the time being, like, now I have these and I'm just gonna use them because they are super cute. I really like the little honey pots and they work well. I would recommend this little set. You do get these little scoops in there, which I don't think work amazingly. I don't think that these really help. So I don't really use them. I think I'm gonna throw them out. I think they're super cute, but it just doesn't work that well. And then for the Essence and Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse collection, I also got a few things. I didn't get as much. I didn't get an eyeshadow palette, but I did get the 2 balmy lip glosses. I don't know, I think there were only 2. I got the shade 01 All Time Classic and 02 Back to Nature. So these are pretty nice balmy lip glosses. Like, they work well, they are hydrating. The only thing is that they are very big, like the packaging is very big and the doe foot is also very big and it's kind of hard to get out of the packaging. That's my only gripe with this. But all in all, it's a pretty nice product. It feels really nice on the lips. It looks nice on the lips. It's just a very easy on the go, easy to throw in your bag, easy to just wear with a little bit of a no makeup look, wear it to the office. It's just a very easy thing. So I do like them. They're not perfect because of the packaging, but they're nice. Then we have the 2 brushes. These are pretty basic, like pretty standard. Nothing too special, but they do work brushes. If you're not looking for something too specific, I do think that Essence, they can do pretty good brushes and I quite like these. They're just not a must-have, but they're like quite good. And then we have the Essence Bouncy Blush. This is in 02 Another Perfect Day. I was really excited about this one because I thought, oh wow, nice. We're gonna have a creamy blush by Essence, but this has no pigment. It is almost impossible to make this show up on the cheeks. Like, you can build and build and build and there's just nothing that really shows up. It is just very, very subtle. Maybe if you have the fairest of fair skin tones, this could work for you, but for me this was not a success. Alright, then kind of a random one that I didn't really tell you that I was gonna review. Like, I didn't show this in a video, but I have been trying this. This is the Maybelline New York Instant Anti-Age Perfector 4-in-1 Glow, and I get the shade Fair Light. And I tried this. I wanted to try this because I tried the Soft Glam Face Filter Fluid by Catrice and I really loved it. And I thought this was a pretty similar kind of product. I wanted to see if I was missing out. So I quite like this one. It's a good product. I would give this like an 8 out of 10. But the color is a little greenish, like it leans a little green, and I don't feel like I really have this olivey tone in my skin. So it's a little off. Like, it's a little weird to see me with this tone on my skin, even though because it's very sheer it does blend in. So the color is a little weird for me, and then I feel like it's just not as glowy as the Catrice one. It's just a little less glowy, and I think in the end I do prefer the Catrice one. I would say this is a 9 out of 10. I wasn't planning to review this in this video. I already did my update on this one, but yeah, if you wanted to know, I really like this one. The only thing that is happening is that this cap is kind of like tearing apart. Wow, I haven't traveled with this. I haven't done anything weird with this. It has just been standing here next to me on my desk. I've been using it, but it's kind of like breaking apart over here. So without that, this would be a 10 out of 10. So yeah, this is an 8, this is a 9. I like these both. This would be my favorite personally. Alright, let's move on to some She Glam. If you're wondering, by the way, what I have on my face, what my makeup is today, this is a full face-ish of She Glam that I'm gonna be uploading later. But I already did a little bit of a try-on style haul with some products, and this is what I'm gonna be updating you on right now. So first up, we have the Glam 101 Lipstick and Liner Duo. There's nothing really wrong with the formula. It's just like this liner is quite nice. It's kind of like this chocolatey brown, like it's fine. But then the lipstick on the other side, it is just so cool tone. This is a contour shade for the face for a fair person, and on me, on the lips, this just looks ghostly. It looks like I'm ready for a Halloween party, and that is probably the only place that I would wear this. And I am someone who usually looks pretty good in light cool shades. I don't know if there's gonna be many people, if any, that suit this shade. Like it's a strange one. This is shade Warm Nutmeg. I wouldn't recommend this. I might try another one of these because there's nothing wrong with the formula, it's just the shade is really weird. Then we have one lip product that I do really like. This is the Creme Allure lipstick in C201 Nude. I really like the packaging, it's quite nice. And then the actual lipstick, it looks like it's gonna be matte, but then when it touches your skin, it becomes very creamy. I really like the color of this. It's kind of like this cool tone mauve shade, but it is something really fresh about it that I really like. It's just very creamy, it's comfortable, it's long wearing. It's a very nice lipstick. It has a really nice magnetic closure. It's really nice, I really like it. When I wear this, I also get questions about it. What am I wearing? It's that one. It was that one. Like, you don't know when, but it was that one. Then we have the Glam High and Dry blush. This is a matte blush in kind of like a peachy pink shade, and I have to say it's really nice. It's kind of like this airbrushed effect on the skin. It has a nice amount of pigment. It blends out easily. It really perfects the skin and makes it look kind of blurred. It's a really nice shade as well for me personally. I've enjoyed using this a lot. It's a really nice formula. Alright, then we have some lip plumpers. These are the Glam. It just is a lip plumper, but I'm pretty sure they have another name, like the shiny lip plumpers. And they had some new shades, they had some old shades. I wanted to try some because these were basically, what were they, like $5 a piece, and I was just really interested to try a product like this, but I didn't want to pay like 20 euros for something like this. So what we have here is this kind of clicky pen. It's very close to what Tarte has come out with, what the trending was it the maracuja lip plumper? Like, it was all over TikTok, everybody loved it, but I also heard some iffy reviews, like it was too gloopy, and these are not gloopy at all. The Glam ones are not gloopy at all. They're very shiny, very see-through, very sheer, so they don't become this gloopy mess. All of the shades that I got, I really like, the deeper shades as well as the lighter shades, and it still stays on pretty long. It's pretty long wearing still. It is kind of like this balmy, very moisturizing, but slightly sticky in a way that it's not uncomfortable, it's gonna stay on kind of lip product. I just really like these. They are effortless, they are affordable, I really like the packaging. I really like these. These are good. Like, you can wear them as kind of like this tinted balm as well. That's how effortless these are. Let's move on to some Kaleidos, the Alma Viva collection. Okay, I'm not holding this in the best way possible. Okay, the Alma Viva collection. This was a collection that had the people talking. Like, there was a lot of talking about this collection, and I feel like I was one of the few people that really liked it. It is a little bit of a selfish kind of like, because I'm pretty like fair to light. I could actually wear these blushes, and I have worn them a lot, and I have really enjoyed wearing them. But I am aware that these are not for everyone, but for me this worked, and I was just personally kind of excited about it. So what do we have in this collection? First up is the Glaze, the Untamed Glow Glossy Lip Glaze. That's quite a name. I really like these. These are very nice, very kind of watery, thin, very glazy glosses that just feel very hydrating and give this beautiful effect on the lips. The packaging is really nice. The colors are also stunning. I really loved those, and I've really enjoyed wearing those. They are also, they're very effortless. Just throw them on, they kind of blend into your lips and they feel really nice. You don't really have to do anything to make them work. That is something that I really like. And then the blushes. I got two of the blushes. I got Pearl Bliss. This is such a nice blush if I just want to use one product. I've worn this to the office many times since I got this collection, because sometimes I just don't have the time and the energy at 6 in the morning to apply a bronzer and a blush. And then I just grab this one. I don't apply a highlight as well. I just keep it very simple, and I really like the tone of this for that. It kind of has a little bit of rosiness to it as well. So it's kind of like this bronzer kind of situation. And it's also very perfecting. It looks really nice on the skin. It's just kind of blurring on the skin. And then we also have the shade pale rose, and this is just very cool tone, very light rosy shade. But on me and my skin tone, my undertone, this looks very natural. It looks like a very soft rosy pinky flush, and I just really like it on myself. I've enjoyed wearing those a lot. And then lastly, I bought one of the quads. This is the Venus Trap one, and I have to say I really like the mattes in here. The shimmer is something that I have to feel in the mood for. Like, the shimmer is basically a pressed glitter, but it's not a pressed glitter. It looks like a pressed glitter on the eyes, so it's like a party shade. Like, I would not wear this just anywhere and everywhere personally. Like, it's very chunky, but not in an unflattering way. It is just very visible. Like, you can see that you have shimmer on the eyes. I like the tones in this. I like the quality of this. I like the mattes in this. They are very nice. I was quite impressed with this eyeshadow formula actually, and especially the mattes I really liked wearing. Then kind of a random one that I still have to talk about. I don't believe I talked about this. This is a Glow Fusion Intense highlighter by Kiko Milano in Coral. This is the same thing that they came out with last year, the same thing as the one that I already have. I forced myself to use this one more time to really make sure that that was the case. But now I have two of the same thing. Be aware of that. I just wanted to give another warning. Like, this is nice quality. It's a really nice formula. I really like the Baked formula from Kiko Milano. It's just, if you're a fan of Kiko Milano and you have their baked highlighters that look pretty similar to this, like basically the same as this from last year, you already own it. Oh wait, I have one more thing from Kiko Milano. My brain is not braining. Like, I have one more thing from Kaleidos. This is the multi-chrome liner situation in the shade. It doesn't say. What is this? It doesn't say the shade, but this is the light blue shimmery one. I have to say I was expecting this to be a little bit more creamy. Like, it works, but it's a little tuggy. It could be a little bit more creamy, a little bit easier to apply. It looks really nice, but it's just a little tuggy. That's my opinion. I would still use it. Oh, I still like it. It looks nice, but not exactly what I was expecting. All right, now there's actually some Kiko Milano I still wanted to talk about, and that is these lip 2-in-1 duos that I have been testing out and trying to make up my mind about it for such a long time. It usually doesn't take me this long to review products unless I am moving or something else. Well, if we're really going to look back at my channel, usually I'm late with things. I'm sorry. I need to be a better YouTuber. Okay, let's talk about these. I have been trying these, and when I realized that I was using these wrong, I felt like I was finally ready to talk about them and was finally ready to update you on them. So the thing with these is, these look very similar, like the same as the 2-in-1 lip duos from the Valentine's collection by Kiko Milano, not from this year, but the year before. Very similar. Same packaging, same glossy side, matte side. I was expecting this to be the exact same. I was so confused because it wasn't the same. There was something different when I applied the glossy shade on top of the matte shade. It was just a little messy. It was just not as long wearing. It just looked a little off. And I was so confused because Kiko Milano doesn't explain this product very well on their website, I would say. I read the description, I didn't understand. So what is the deal with these products in the end? The glossy side is a lip stain. You're not supposed to wear it on top of the matte side. You're supposed to wear it on its own. I was so confused because it was like, both the matte and the shiny one are gonna last very long, and I applied the shiny one on top of the matte one and it was just kind of messy. But then I finally decided to try the shiny side on its own, and I realized it's a lip stain. So you have to use either the one side or the other side. That is the thing. And I was gonna review this as the kind of failed part 2 of another product, but it's not what I was thinking. I was really hoping that it was gonna be the same thing as what we had before, because those were some of my favorite lip products, and those are some of my favorite lip products that are in my collection. So I am gonna forget about what I was hoping and what I was saying, what I was thinking that this was gonna be the same. It's not the same. Like, the liquid lipstick, the matte side is the same, but you wear it on its own. And then the stain side, you also wear it on its own. The stain side is what you would expect for a stain. It's pretty effortless. It looks pretty nice. It's nice. It's a nice kind of thing to discover. It was kind of funny actually to discover, and it looked really nice, and it did stay on quite long. It's quite an effortless kind of stain. You just have to be a little bit careful if you have really dry lips or very textured lips. I would say that I'm a little disappointed because it's not exactly what I wanted, but if I'm looking at this as just a duo product where you use either the one side or the other, it's really good. Like the liquid lipstick, really nice. The matte liquid lipstick. The stain, really nice. The colors, really nice fall shades. I would recommend these, but it's just a little different. I think you can tell I was really confused. This product really confused me. I think we can move on to the last thing that I want to update you on, and I feel like I'm pretty quick with this update, but I've just done different looks and I feel ready. This is the Little Ghost palette by Honest Eye and Angelica. I tried all the shades and I really liked all the shades. I really like the color story. The quality is amazing. The looks that I did, amazing. I love this brand, love the creator. This is a little outside of my comfort zone because it's very Halloween-y, very bright. If I didn't know the brand, if I didn't know Angelica, like I would be, but I don't mind trying something a little different. And in the end, this color story is much more user-friendly, much more wearable than I thought. Just looking at it in the pictures, like getting it in and really trying it, I feel like it's very versatile, very wearable. Like even for more of a neutral lover, I feel like this inspires me a lot and I really, really love it. And then I also got 3 of the lip products, and I have to say with the 2 shiny lip products that I tried, I had made my mind up pretty quickly. This is a Radioactive in the Glow formula. This is just kind of like a sheer kind of orangey yellow lip gloss. I feel like it does add a lot of warmth to the lips, but because it is sheer, I feel like I can still pull this off as someone with a cool undertone, like neutral to cool undertone. This is very hydrating. This is very nice. The scent is kind of like sweet but not too overpowering. The packaging, I personally would have loved if it showed how like far along in a tube you are, but that is just a personal preference. And then you could also maybe see the different colors, and it will be a little bit easier to grab the right shade from your collection, but that is totally just personal preference. Like that is just something that I would do. But I have a feeling that this is not the end of these formulas. Like this is gonna be released very soon in different colors, different shades, and then probably the packaging is not gonna have the Halloween little drawings on the bottom. This is probably gonna be part of the range, but these are just limited edition shades. So this is the Shine formula in Spectral. This is just a very nice cool tone brown mauve. Really like the shade. Also very comfortable, really nice and shiny. I feel like though I'm a little sad that we are moving away from the, what was it, glossy lip stain that they used to have. Like that's my favorite and it's gonna stay my favorite. I feel like these are really nice, but they are also more moving towards what other brands do. They don't feel like they stand out as much as what we have from other brands, and that is what I really loved about the glossy lip stains. Those were just absolute favorites. I still have them and I'm not gonna get rid of them. Like they are so good. And then one that I kind of had to spend some time on to get this right, to get this to work for me, and that is kind of like the thing with this one. This is the matte one in Shadow Creature, and this is kind of like this soft red shade, but if you apply too much, if I apply too much, it starts looking a little uneven, a little too dark, a little too much. So I have to scrape off quite a bit and then apply a really thin layer. Then I like it, and then it feels quite nice and it lasts quite long. But I just feel like if you over apply this one, it starts looking a little messy. And it's also a little bit of a preference. Once again, I don't really love personally clay lip products, like clay liquid lipsticks. It's just not my favorite. I do like it for what it is, but I feel like this is not going to be my new favorite liquid lipstick formula just because of what kind of formulas I like. So yeah, the shiny ones I like the best. Okay, it's another day. I totally forgot something I didn't realize. I'm just quickly gonna mention these because I will forget them the next time. So this is the Winnie the Pooh lip oil. I really like it. It's really nice on the lips, very hydrating. It smells nice. It looks really cute packaging. I would highly recommend this. Then we have the Glam powder foundations that I use as bronzers. These are nice, but I don't know if they are like next level, really special, amazing. I don't feel like I'm gonna keep reaching for these. Like, I like them for using them as a bronzer. They do work. They are pretty nice colors. It's just that I don't think looking at these as a bronzer that these are actually anything special, anything that I really needed in my life. But they do work like that. Like, they're nice. And then back to the past. And yeah, that's gonna be everything for today's video. That's gonna be everything for today's makeup updates. New makeup updates. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe. And then I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.